right. Hello and greetings to you, viewer from across the tubes. I am Gnarly Quack, although my friends and enemies call me Carl. And for some time off, forgot to silence my phone. I was out of town this weekend, but I'm back and gonna try and do some coding, I guess. So let's just get into it. Guess I'm still working on my my testing framework, and I think I may. I know it's already Wednesday, still Wednesday, not for much longer, but I was hoping I might be able to kind of wrap this up this week, but given that it's already Wednesday, maybe next Wednesday or next week, I kind of just want to get this sort of wrapped up. I don't know if I'm going to actually push this to a 1.0 release, but maybe I'll do like a 0.2 release. I just kind of feel like without anybody really using it, without really user base, it's kind of weird to try and push it to a 1.0 release. But I guess I'll finish up what I was doing, which I actually don't know what kind of state I left things in. I think I left things in a fairly broken state. I guess not. Okay, so I guess I did not. I thought I had a mighty mess in my hands. So what did I do here? I know I was doing this case-insensitive stuff. And I suspect, I don't know, I just kind of slammed this in here. I didn't do too much testing, so I may want to put a test in here, which I guess would be in dependencies, right? So I guess I didn't actually do too much. This is validate, and then we have normalize, I believe, for so we are indexing these things now, name and or case insensitively. But I don't. So I believe the two places trying to identify these tests without case insensitivity without regards to case is when declaring requirements between tests and then when specifying tests on the command line. And so I'm just not 100% sure how we do. So we resolve the test name, which gives us a test, and we look into state results to see if that result has been set. If it has not been set, then that test hasn't been run yet, so we're going to postpone this. Otherwise, it is set, and we try and resolve it to a specific run. Right? And then if we don't find a result for the current run, the dependency hasn't been run. If we don't find, or if it's false, then the dependency has failed, so we skip. Otherwise, we grab the result out. So we're using the test name and the name yeah, so we set the run. And then, right, if we're postponing, we do resolved and runs, and then we get the name and the run out. So we're going by just the name that we set, right? But now we need to look, I guess, what's going on in dependency. Actually, let me do it over here. Okay. Was it resolve dependencies? So create a new graph, and then for each postponed, we try and resolve that dependency. So what do we get here? We get the state. Right, we just put that state in there. Does the state... I'm a little surprised. Oh, okay. So there's like two steps here. All right. So what do? We get... Now I have to be able to sort out my graph dependency stuff here. Our graph walking. And so function test or method test. So that is the name of the test. So we set what test. So I guess we're looking, so let's just see here. So postponed is a mapping of okay, so we're indexing postponed by the depending test, and we're setting the test to the test that depends, and then we're getting the run. Okay, So it's and in a run dependency, okay. So this is a test that depends on another test. And for a test, because a test can be run multiple times, we then say for each run, which other test needs to be run. I'm not sure what we're doing with this run names. I guess. Oh, that's like the path. Okay. Which I feel like. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's right. I forgot we removed the run IDs. Okay. So we get this test. If it's set, then we grabbed out valid. I think we just end up returning valid, right? Yep. Otherwise, we push the current name onto the stack. If set valid or true, then for each run we see we get the name, prerequisite name. Oh, and I guess that's the run that test depends on. So if the prerequisite then is postponed, and if that name is already in the stack, then we have a cycle. But I guess for all of this, right, we're using the name, and for this to be case insensitive, we want to use, I guess, what I'm going to call the hash. Otherwise, we resolve. Um, oh, if it's postponed and we're in the stack, then we have a cycle. Otherwise, if it's postponed, then resolve the dependency of this. If it's not valid, we're going to skip this event or skip this test. Seems slightly janky here that we're doing a break 2, but anyway. Um, but anyway, if the test was not postponed and we don't find the test in the results, then we postpone it. So anyway, the point is, I guess, is we're using this test name for everything. And what we want to do is we want to use basically like a case insensitive name, which I may just call like the hash. So I guess that's what we want to do. So I guess maybe in the runner, I suppose I might want to throw a test for this. Test dependencies. So we got 9 tests in here. And I guess we're also, right, we're also, yeah, we're also indexing runs, so I guess that doesn't really matter, right? We never declare a test on. We never are able to explicitly depend on a test of a certain run, I guess. So what do we have here? We have test. Looks like I was muted. Say I really, really do not like the new. Well, I don't know. I'm torn about the new OBS UI. So test multiple dependencies can be declared. Oh, between parameterized tests, I guess. Tests and error supersedes dependencies. And I guess all this stuff is going to be in resources. What do we have? Resources, dependencies. What do we have in here? I don't know. Okay, I think I deleted that buffer. I guess we need some test that declares a dependency on another test that uses a different case. So okay, let's. So let's just I don't know. There we go. Let's just, I don't know, make these all capitalized. And grab another function here. Sensitive, insensitively. Right, so we've got everything declared without regards to case. So Oh, I guess we want, that was what, depends pass. Probably want to do this. I guess I may want to try this. So I guess that should work. Oop. I guess I need to make this directory. I totally okay. All right. So now we are just not finding the tests, which is what we expect. That is what we expect. Okay, so I guess what we want to do here is actually, so at some point I need to collapse function info and class info, I think, or not class info, function info and function test, and then method info and method test. But I guess what I want to do is we will set b hash. This will be a case test identifier. And so we have new function test, I guess. At name hash. Right, I believe test index is the case insensitive name. Yes, okay. I have no idea what I just did. I guess I saved that. Okay, this is turning into a complete disaster. Okay, I guess I saved that. Who knows? Guess we'll find out. So now stuff was failing because I added that hash. So, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so where... One 84. So that is in make test. Okay. Oh, I just can't type, that's all. All right. So I guess we're saying test. So name equals test name, test hash, and then index is going to go into test hash. Okay, so we're back to our one failing test. So I guess what I want to do now is just knock that out and see everywhere that we're using that. I'll start with discover because I think the only thing we're doing in discover is setting that. Yep. Let's see. Well, let's see what we're doing in actually, I guess we'll come back to what was this? Dependency. We'll come back to targets. But let's see what's going on here. So where are we using this name then? Marked stack. So I believe there we want to use, so we're going to do going to want to use the index here. This is going to go to dependency test name. Same thing here. Same thing here. What was that what was that we did? Error, skip, and then that is an error. Okay. Okay, let's check dependency now. Oh, okay. There's a problem with doing these changes piecemeal. Dependency test instance of that should fix that, I guess. Hmm. That's going to be hash. But that's also now going to make an error because we don't have hash defined on method. Right? No. Oh, it's a file. Okay. So I think the rest of those should be okay. Now we need to see what's going on in run. That looks okay. As is that. This is going to be so are we here? This isn't requires. Okay. Suspect we're going to want to do the same thing with class. Not sure yet. Not sure yet. We're going to have to sort out this resolve test name. But anyway, this is all in requires. What was I? 265, I believe I was. So so let's just do index. Where else did I change it? So 3030 270. We're doing here result. Oh, okay, resolved. All right. Yeah. Okay. So let me just rerun this. Uh, 720, I feel like. What do we have here? Oh, yes, we need okay, what was that? That was this, okay. Yeah, that'll fix that. So what are we at? 371, I guess, or 721. What? Okay, we can finally move on. That's fine. Although, what are we using this test name for? If that's right, run. Guess I really have to look at so we've got to look at run teardown, run test. I guess it's not really. Where's this 721? Yeah, we said that's okay. It's up to 794. So we're using that name. I think with buffering, all we're doing is it's for like reporting, I believe. I'll have to take a look in there. Okay, and then record test result. So that's the actual name of the test. So okay, so now I think let's see what's going on here. We got the name. What are we doing with the name? I think we're just using that for yeah, if we get errors. So that is all fine. We have run test. right? Name. This is run teardown. Same thing here. All right. So that's fine. Now I guess resolve test name. So if we're grabbing the namespace and the class name off of the parent, I guess, or off the, whatever the current test is, those are going to be, those are going to have case. Um, so let's just see what we're doing here. We're doing an incorrect match against identifiers. I don't know. We may almost want to like parse this and right, because what we're doing here is a little bit different than I guess what we're doing if we pass in a, or if we're parsing like a command line, a test specified on the command line. Because that we're not doing any sort of implicit not implicitly providing a namespace or a class. So I guess we'll throw in a fix me in here. Let's see, I don't know, I guess we could use what are we doing here? We're doing, have an optional starting namespace separator. Then we've got, see, this should not be word. This should be the regex for namespaces, followed by the namespace separator, and we're capturing all of that. And there should be 0 or more of those. Then this would be the class name, but again, this it should be the identifier regex. And then we've got the function name here at the end, which again should be the regex. And what do we have here? We've got isn't that white space? Are we allowing white space at the end? I feel like we should not be allowing that. And I feel like that's left over from something else. Throw that in there too. Anyway, that is, we pull out the namespace, the class, and the function. The namespace and the class can be optional. Okay, so this that we return, we want to be case insensitive. um, and I guess, like, if we parse this correctly, we can just use normalized namespace name. Um, or whatever we call that, identifier. Okay, so then what are we doing here with resolved? Actually, what? Right, we haven't. Actually, you know what? I guess we'll just pass this in here. Um, well, I guess what we're kind of saying is if that, then that, otherwise. That, I guess, is what we're saying. Because we haven't done this for methods yet. So this is what resolved. Okay, so resolved, if not, if set. So if we got back something bad, that's null. Otherwise, you check results. So I think that'll probably fix that. Oh, how are we getting results here? Results, okay. And then what is in results? So this is a fix me. Okay, I think this is it for resolve then. Yeah, but we are sticking this in dependencies, it looks like. So now we need to see what we're using with dependencies. So we're just doing that. Okay. What is it? All right, let's take a look at what's going on in targets. Child is what here? It's actually a what's in a so that's in the function test. All right. I suppose we could just normalize that too, right? That might actually just work. And then so we just pull that test out, we add it to the specifier, and then what are we doing here? Okay, so now I think if I put this back in here, this might work. Or things will just blow up horribly. What is my error here? So I can figure out what my error is first. What are we setting test index to? So hash. I guess this is going to need to be that. Oh, wait a minute. What are we? Yes, this is not the hash. Fix those, and we should still have. Oh, I just didn't. Okay. What was this on? 286. Yeah. So we should still have some failures here, I feel like. Yes. Those were. Hello, my G. Why do you say that? Oh, well, I'm sorry. So we're going to do the same thing here. Yeah, are you talking about these errors on the right? That's what do you mean that my cursor's on? No, I cannot. This is gonna be all right. 94. Yeah, 17 now. So class test name, that should be fine. I feel like we want to. I'm not sure if we're gonna want to do this for classes or not. We'll fix that. 101. Okay, 123. That should all look okay then. No, I do have other viewers. They're just not here right now. I guess that assumes some are better than none. Me? No. Are you? Oh, well, I'm sorry. It's 266, 269. I have water and what is left of a beer. Actually, this is that. All right, method name. Oh yeah. Not tonight I can't, but you can get started by watching me, I guess. It's a combination of data and methods. All right, so I think that might sort that all out. And 164. Surprised we're not using that in targets at all. Hmm. Oh wow, all right. Oh, you know what? So let's see here. We have then oops. I think that'll probably fix that. Oh wait, what did I do here? Did that incorrectly is what I did. Yep. I don't use Laravel, so I don't have any thoughts on it. Why is name not getting set? I guess I'm not setting it. I don't really do a lot of PHP programming, just the project that I'm working on now. Uh, well, because I'm working on this project, I'm using PHP a lot now, but otherwise I've been using C and C++ more C than C++. So now why aren't we finding these? Oh. I guess because We can just put this back to where this was. Eh. I need to find array key. Oh, that's okay. This is all coming out. With 67. So what are we doing here? Add 386. Oh, hey, Type Air, how you doing? Oh, I'm not too bad. Just doing a little coding, I guess. Started kind of late. Don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. But I was out of town this past weekend, so I didn't stream for. It's been almost a week since I've streamed. Yeah, I saw. Well, I popped in when you were working on that file manager. That was pretty. I saw you dug into TK Inter and everything, getting GUIs up and going. So that's pretty dope. What do you have you moved on from that or? Oh. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. Are you are you using a book for that? Or how you doing that? Well, I guess okay, so now all my tests should be in resolving cool. There is a really good book, although they don't use Python, so I don't know if the language will be it'll be hard for you to understand because of the language they use Java and C, but you can read it online here. So I kind of had started. I got as far as I think I got as far as chapter 7. But this so I think this first part or part 2 is written in Java, and then here when they work on this when they create this virtual machine, they use he switches to C. But it seems like it's a pretty good resource for like writing an interpreted language. Because there was like a blog I was following, but they never finished it. Like it was a series of like 19 articles or something. I don't know. Maybe you found the same one, and he never finished it. But pretty much everything that was in that blog was like kind of covered here, except this just goes into a little bit more detail as you do some more advanced stuff. So yeah, if you're working on that, I think this would be a really good resource. So hopefully that helps. And it's completely free online. So yeah, that sounds like a fun project. I'd definitely be on board with just kind of write one to play around with it. But I don't know. I got so many other projects to do. It's like which ones. You know, you only got so much time, I guess, in your life. All right, so what are we doing here? 38. Is that all we're saying? Yeah. So 53. This is all going to come back. Oops. I think I saw you. Your stream like on Monday, but how's your weekend? Guess all of this is fine then. Uh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. I went out of town for the weekend, so I don't know. Monday I was pretty tired. We drove all the way down, me and a buddy, we drove down to Tennessee. It was like a 10-hour drive, and he had to be back on Monday. So Sunday we just grinded the whole way, and I did most of the driving, which is fine. I volunteered to. But Monday, yeah, I just kind of didn't do much. I was all like, I'm gonna get back streaming, and well, here it is Wednesday. Yeah, and once you hit Illinois and Indiana, because we went through Indiana, you can almost just tie a rope to the wheel, and take a nap because there's no hills or anything. But luckily it was Sunday, so we got to listen to some football, so that helps keep us awake too. Okay, so I think I've got that working for. Yeah, yeah. Well, it helps to have a buddy in the car. I'm like, if you're riding shotgun, your job is to keep the driver awake. But when you're by yourself, yeah, sometimes it's hard to not get road hypnotized. So I feel like I might want to stick a hash on class two. I'm hoping to wrap up this project myself. I don't know. I'm kind of like going to give myself to the end of next week, and then I might start with something else. So what's that in? Dependency, I think. Actually, oops, did I? That has. Oh, am I just being dumb here? I think I'm just being dumb here. Well, before I save that then, that's, yeah. Hmm. Oh, yeah, okay, there's two different things we need here. I feel like we almost want to, I feel like we almost want to save that short hash on there as well. Okay. And then, and is it? Yeah, we haven't really touched targets yet, but I have to take a closer look at these too, which I guess will kind of theoretically be the next step. So let's see here. Postponed. Oh, so what are we doing here? Oh, we are normalizing that. Okay. Hi, Fern. How are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Although I might be wrapping up fairly quickly. But I think I'm just using NeoVim. Hi, Olpris. How are you? I'm just using NeoVim. Uh, I guess I haven't really. I've been lazy, Fern. Although I've been out of town last weekend, so this is my first time coding in a few days. Isn't that where you search for a letter on the line? So if I wanted to jump to the open parentheses, I could just do that. If those are what F jumps are, then I have heard of them. And I actually do, I use those. And I use T a lot too. I use it a lot if I'm changing stuff. Like if I was gonna change this identifier, I do oops, well, if I can type it right. Usually I just can't type things correctly, but I'll do T. You know about T jumps, I guess? Where it stops short of the next character. So if I go, if I go F open parentheses, it'll take me, but if I go T parentheses, it'll stop me one before. Oh, huh. I guess I don't know what I does. What does I do? Or is that just combined with visual? That's one thing I haven't. I do it a lot if I'm changing the end of a line. Like I'll go, like if I'm changing this line for some reason, I'll go like change and then T the colon, and that just wipes out everything up to the line. So I actually use T a fair amount, I feel like. Okay. Oh, I see. Oops. Huh. Oh, welcome back, Majimi. You have other people in chat now to keep you company, I guess. That's cool, Fern. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, I feel like okay. So would that be like the line above and the line below? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Well, it looks like it also, like I does inside and A also grabs the bracket itself. That's cool. Yeah, that'll come in handy like if I'm bumping in a block or something. That's a good tip. Thank you. It's again, yeah, I need to just sit down and climb into the manual more one of these days. All right. Oops. I suppose I can make my life a little easier too if I tried to use the terminal, the embedded terminal in NeoVim, which I know enough. Was it just terminal? Okay. Yeah, I don't. Yes, I've heard of him. I watched a few of his streams. Opris. Yeah. No, I know he's crazy. He's crazy with. Well, I mean, crazy in a good way. But with NeoVim. Yeah, didn't he like? Did he build that keyboard, or did he just get himself a fancy one? Okay. So now the only thing is, see, I don't remember how to get out of the terminal. I don't think it's escape, is it? How do I? Why are you telling me terminal colors and not how to get out of the terminal? Let's see what that does. Oh yeah, I gotta do control / control N. There we go. Yeah, but I guess escape doesn't like you have to you can just move around. You need to hit insert. Excuse me, to start actually editing in it. But then getting out of it, I guess, is not just escape. It's this here. So let's see what happens if I try and do this within the. So check this out. I am now running Vim from the. I'm running Vim from the terminal, which is running in Vim. I'm doing like an Inception thing here. I'm going down different layers. Right, Vimception, exactly. I'm not sure if insensitively is a word, but we're using it. All right. Let's push that up to the repo. Oops. And see if I broke anything. Excuse me while I go private for a minute. Make sure I'm logged into GitHub. I am not. And now I am. And everything passed. Sweet. All right. Okay, so I can delete that buffer. Sweet. So the question is, it's almost midnight here. So I may actually knock off. Yeah, how long have I been going? Not too long, I think. But I think I'm probably going to knock off. Because it's getting late and I still need to eat something. But that was a good piece of work. I guess what I have left now is to do that also for specifying test names on the command line. Yeah. And then I think I may be... Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I've been throwing my, well, not throwing up, but I've been putting my VODs up there, uh, just to have them up there. But that's cool if you found me. Thanks for stopping into the stream. I don't really have a normal streaming schedule, and I was on vacation this past weekend, so I missed the last few days. But thanks so much for stopping in. I'm probably, I don't know, are you PHP coder or? Because I'm probably looking to wrap this project up, and I may switch to a project in C++ and Qt, but I'm not sure yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's I don't use it so much anymore. But I did. This was kind of my first well, outside of college, it was my first language, so it was the one I was most familiar with. And this project I've had sitting around for a while. So I just thought it would be a good project to start streaming on. But if you really want to see me struggle, when I switch to my C++ project, then you can tune in and watch me really struggle. I am much more comfortable in C than I am in C++. Yeah, I guess it does, right? Even experienced coders, there's plenty of times when you want to beat your head against the desk for stupid bugs, I guess. Yeah, but with that, I think I am going to call it for the night. So first, thanks so much for stopping by. Fern, if you're still there, appreciate you stopping in. Null, or type error null. If you're still lurking, thanks so much. If anybody else is lurking, then I appreciate you joining me. Or if you're watching this on the VOD after the fact, I also thank you. But until next time, whoever or wherever or whenever you are, I bid you peace. Thanks so much.